Hello, welcome back to Higurashi. I'm feeling extra weird right now. that it don't worry, it adds to the experience. Honestly, I fell asleep. I woke up. It's like midnight. Then I'm like, oh wait, I should record because I skipped yesterday. So it's been a while since, I actually had a full-fledged dream in an hour, and the dream felt like it was several hours long. So it's just weird, right? It's like normal for me to have a long or short dream or a long dream for a long period of sleep, but just for an hour, having a dream that seemed what 5 hours long is fucking weird. So I was tripping. I I was getting ready to record. I'm like, okay, I'm awake. I spill my drink, almost hits my power supply. I'm like, oh shit. So I spent an hour trying to wake up. Actually, it's later than I usually record, but whatever. I did skip yesterday's recording, so I'll do it now. I'm in the mood. Hopefully it just doesn't mess up my sleeping for the rest of the night. But yeah, what happened last time? I was gonna do a bitter intro planned for this one, but I'll just save that for the next video. Last time, pretty much all Rena stuff. There might have been some Teichi in the beginning. But it was basically just more. I'm gonna say more of the same, but that's not really a bad thing. It's just more fleshing out from what it's like sculpting Rena. We already have the shape, but they're just putting more detail. The whole stuff about renovating the house, and now we're going to get a jacket. We're probably gonna meet a character. I don't know. It might be Rina, or it could be someone we haven't seen this arc yet, like Oishi, Takano, Tomataki. Probably not Tomataki, but probably Takano, Oishi, or Rina would be my guess. But yeah, let's continue. The store where my father ordered the jackets from is a fancy bouquet. It's hard to believe my father would shop at a store like this on his own. I could tell right away that Rina-san took him here. I handed over his receipt to the cashier. A short time later, the store manager came out wearing a perplexed look.
Ryugu-sama, 大変申し訳ございません。実は入荷のトラックが高速で事故渋滞に巻き込まれているようでございまして。
That really sucks.
おそらくはもうじき到着すると思うのですが。
Oh man. He said the driver called a while ago, told him he just got off the highway and he would be here in about an hour. Okay, not too long, but still. I didn't need to know all the details, but he explained them to me anyway. I asked him if I should come back tomorrow. He insisted that I should wait because the truck would be coming shortly. He urged me to take a seat on their sofa. But I didn't really feel comfortable waiting there, so I told him I'd be back soon and left the store. I wondered if there are any fast food restaurants nearby. I might have to go all the way back to the station. I looked around and found a coffee house. The glass on the door was black, so I couldn't see the inside. But there's a poster saying the price for a cup of tea is lower than normal for women on weekdays. Uh-oh, are we getting into a sketchy place? I was trying to say something about the black glass, but I don't know. I'd just be going to get a cup of tea to kill some time. It should be okay. But still, I hesitated to go inside before opening the door. Okay, this is not pink. This is white. I was kind of noticing on the recordings. I don't know if that's how it is, but it kind of looked like Keiichi's text was green. Even though I thought it was white. I don't know. I have to wait until we get some more Keiichi stuff. But why is this red white? I don't know. Her first impression of the coffee house was the smell of cigarettes. It's normal for coffee houses to be filled with cigarette smoke. It's like a requirement. But Rena still regretted her decision. While she was thinking about leaving, the proprietor spoke to her brusquely. I actually know what that means, but I won't say. I swear I've heard the word before though, so. And showed her to a table. Rena gave up on the idea of leaving and sat down. So it went into like a third person view for some reason. Is this the footstep person watching Rena? Even though she hasn't said anything about the footsteps, so probably not. I don't know. It's the storytelling from this arc has been different from the last arc, so still figuring it out a bit. The atmosphere in the shop was far from a clean, normal coffee house where you would simply enjoy coffee and cigarettes. It was more like a place where vulgar people would hang around. Rena didn't feel comfortable at all, but what bothered her the most was the laughter of a man and woman sitting together in the very back of the shop. Her table was behind a planter, so depending on how one looked at it, one could say she was in the spot most protected from their laughter. But Rena looked as though she wanted to leave as soon as she finished her tea. I was trying to say this looks familiar, but it's the same background used for the mother and fruit parfait thing. Obviously it's not, but the bell hanging from the entrance door rang, letting her know a customer just came in. It was a little surprising for her that a coffee shop like this could draw in so many customers. Rena peeked at the newcomers from behind the planter. There are two of them. Yo, it's Zombie Rena. Oh, never mind. Jokes. They looked like vulgar men, the kind of people you didn't want to get involved with the instant you saw them. The proprietor tried to show them to a table, but they ignored him and walked towards the back. He walked up to the couple who had been laughing loudly and greeted them with a bow.
Oh.
Yo, it's Teppei! My dude, he's actually in this arc. Where's his spray? We saw it in like Mayatashi, I think. My boy. He's not my boy. I'm joking, obviously. What's up, Teppei, though? This is pre-moving back into Satoko, because Satoko's still happy, I think. So. The couple stopped laughing, and the man told the newcomers to sit down in a threatening tone of voice. As instructed, the two of them took a seat. So Teppei was the one laughing, okay. And the newcomers, okay. Is Teppei actually like important? Like, obviously he's important to the story, but like, does he actually have more relevance than just being a victim? That's interesting. I mean, obviously he abused Satoto and then he got killed and his body disappeared, but is there actually more to that? That'd be surprising. I didn't consider that at all, if that's the case. Even though I hate him, I love the voice. I can't deny it. Oh, Teppei's probably with his lover. Right. Okay, yeah. Obviously it's before. He's with his lover. The two of them looked at each other before they each took an envelope out of their pockets and put it on the table. The man roughly grabbed the two envelopes and tore one of them open. Inside there are many wrinkled 10,000 yen bills bound into a bundle with a rubber band. He opened the other one to make sure it also had cash in it and then threw it to the woman. Oh my... Wait, it's actually What? What is happening? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I see. So Rina was the one that got killed into Torigoroshi, Watanabe style. I was low-key waiting for that to come back, because that literally never came back. Interesting. Oh boy. So the idea of them killing Rina to bring Teppei back to Hinamizawa seems very slim. Very slim. It obviously it's pointing to the direction of Rena killing Rina, and then maybe Rena feeling guilty that Teppei came back, and maybe killing him in this arc. I don't know. That's spicy. Alright. Good information already. Serena's with Tepe. And they're actually, well, again, hostess, but they do, like, actually sleep around with each other. They're lovers. They've been lovers for a while. Rina's probably milking. I mean, you never know. You never know. It's obviously you can't really just you can't really probably can't really like leave or go against someone like Tepe, so that's interesting. So I'm assuming Rina was the one dead and it was a couple of months, right? Or no, I don't know. Interesting. Obviously Ren is the prime suspect, but let's not judge yet. Shut up. The man yelled at the woman. She licked her thumb, looking annoyed, and started counting the cash expertly. Ren hasn't commented, but I mean, we know. That would have been interesting if. I mean, I guess they can't really hide it. Dude, that just. I was like still half asleep. That one actually just like jabbed my brain. I'm awake now. Okay. The two newcomers hung their heads while she counted. Probably oh my god, they're scam victims. I think. So it's like Rina goes with them, and then Rina lets them borrow money, and then, or something. Rina buys them something, and then they have to pay back. I think that's what's happening. It's two men. Rina says it's originally her money. I think they're running a scam. Oh no. I mean, I wouldn't care if Rena does it to save her dad. The whole talk about enemies, it made so much sense for Rena to hatchet them. Though it's kind of weird that she would kill in the Higurashi style, but let's see. Lighting a cigarette, the man waited for her to finish counting. The woman said that after flicking through the last row. Oh, maybe Rena just doesn't actually notice, because again, this is third person, not Rena vision. Oh, that trips me out. The newcomers looked relieved. The man, however, didn't look satisfied as he stared at the bundle of bills the woman was holding. Ritsuko.
全部っていくらかっちゅって聞いとんねん。だから私が貸した金全部だって言ってるでしょ。
Or maybe it wasn't like suckering. Maybe they're just loaning people money. Loan sharks. Idiot. The man in Ritsuto, he said Ritsuto yelled at each other. Even though they were making all the noise, the other customers acted like they didn't hear anything. The two of them were trying to find some excuses to make. It seemed like this behavior had touched the man's nerves, as he started looking furious. Bruh. He or-yad. It's over. His angry voice echoed through the shop. He hit the table hard and dropped a glass on the floor. The noise thickened the tension in the atmosphere. The two newcomers must have been in an extremely vulnerable position. They bowed so deeply that their foreheads almost touched the table. While you could pity them, the newcomers looked as vulgar as the man threatening them, making it hard to decide whether you should feel sorry for them or not. After a while, Ritsuto opened her mouth as if to offer them help. Yo, that's a rare panel. Whoops. Look at It's such a derpy sprite. It's not even a good sprite. I mean, he looks so derpy. I kind of like his look though. Look at that tiny pupil. And then you got Rina. Rina, you're dying this arc. I thought it might happen, but this... Now you're dying for different reasons. Good, I mean better reasons for Rena anyways. To make it feel less bad, I guess.
すごいんじゃかわいそうでしょ。ごめんね。うちの人、銭絡むとすぐトサカに来ちゃう人で。
Wonder what the picture is in his pocket.
銭絡むと余計だね。
Just in case we want a less derpy looking version. Little cooler.
お前にあやつけよったんから本気になっとんよ、おら。
もうバカなこと言っても何にも出ないわよ。
Ooh. She's brave. Talking back pretty hard. The man pulled Ritsuko roughly into his arms and frantically kissed her lips without caring about the other customers. Their kiss wasn't like the lovely ones that normal couples would share. It looked obscene instead. Some deep kissing, huh? Okay. He let her lips go and go to take a breath, kissed them again, and repeated for a while. That for a while. After a while, he finally got bored of kissing and let her go.
うちの人は私のことになるとすぐ頭に血が上っちゃうのよね。困ったもんなのよ。
ああ、そうよ。こいつと俺はいわば一心同体ね。この女に泥塗り腐るやつは俺に塗ったんと同じやんな。血祭りじゃすまんねえ。
いつぞやかのほらあいつあれ表連れてってからどうしたんだったっけ。
あんバカが
Oh boy.
表へ出るとか抜かしょんからかかとくれてやったわ。野郎空手やるとか抜かしおるからどの程度か思うた。ちょっとしばいたら即土下座やん。
Unlucky.
拍子抜けしたからズボン脱がせてそいつでこの表の歩道を磨かせてやったわ。
Ew.
おお、俺町の役に立っとんね。お役所に表彰してもらいたいんわ。
やだ、そんなことさせたの。あんたって時々容赦がないのよね。
They started laughing loudly like they were doing earlier. Their laughter obviously intimidated their companions.
ねえあんたたち。てっちゃん、今日はね、すっごく機嫌がいいの。普段だったら銭が足りんって騒ぎ出して、今頃あんたたちすっぱだかにされて玉子川に叩き込まれてるわよ。
すまへんすまへん。まあ利子は忘れたちゅうたかてかっちりキーツまでに額を揃えたんだきゃ感心さな。そこいらへん評価したってもええんで。
それでね、てっちゃんの利子ちょいとあんまりだと思ったのよ。
What are we talking?
今日だから5本で済むけど、すぐに売買ゲームになっちゃうでしょ。
5%? Or like...
そしたらあんたたちすぐに逆立ちしても払えなくなっちゃうわよ。でね、私あんたたちにいい話があんの。てっちゃん、
This is a pretty good act. Seems super staged. Well, it's smarter, I guess.
しょうがねえな。
The man left the table with a grin and headed for the bathroom. He was far too amenable to that request, as if they planned for him to leave the table at that moment. Yeah, it seemed super staged, obviously. Ritsuto made sure he was in the bathroom, then took some papers out of her bag and spread them on the table.
あんたたちも若いんだから。あんなヤクザに絡まれて一生を封印したくないでしょ。だからね、てっちゃんの利子は今日きっちり払っちゃいなさい。そうすればあんたたちはとりあえずあいつとは縁を切
I
り
don't know what they mean by 5. If they just mean 5% of a million, it's not even a lot. It's 50,000. I mean, it's a lot for me, but in the big picture.
そりゃそうですけど。
If it's something else, then yeah.
でも
500,000.
これ以上もう払えないっす。
I'm tripping. So it would be another million. Okay, that's a lot of money. It's like, what, 60,000 Canadian? I always get it confused because I'm used to just going 1 for 1, but I feel like the Canadian dollar went down, so it's actually worth a lot more. It used to be. There was a time where it used to be like almost 1-to-1 to Canadian. 500,000 yen to COD. Yeah, it's 6.2k. Really? Oh wait, no, I'm tripping, dude. I'm messing up. I thought it was like $60,000. I mean, that would have been a huge loan for like a partner, 2 partners. Okay, it's 6,000. So 50,000 would only be like $600. Okay, that one I always add an extra decimal. I mean, it's still bad, but gotta do what you gotta do. Obviously, it couldn't. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Does it just? I mean, it might have been more to back in the days. Inflation. I don't know, inflation of Japan, but it's probably a bit more. They must have done their very best, even to collect the money they brought today. So it must be impossible for them to collect a dime from anybody now. They hung their heads and told her that. It's gonna be like a lease for the house or something. The guys looked at the paper on the table and muttered under their breaths.
担保も連帯もいらないんでちょいと利率はあれだけど、これなら即50万積んでくれるわよ。それにさ、この利率でもてっちゃんの利率よりはかにマシだと思うんだけど。
That's sucks. So she's recommending a loan for them to like double scam them. So they're not even really making money. They're just trying to be losing money. Like long term. That's a good strat. It's obviously illegal. Actually, I don't know. Never mind. It's probably not illegal. It's illegal to like. I know it's illegal to like use a bank loan to pay another company's loan, but this is just like scum tactics. It would be easy for anyone to guess what Ritsuko was trying to force them to do. Oh wait, maybe I'm confused. Maybe it's like the mortgage on the house too. I don't know. My brain power's at like 80%. It was like at a 50 when I started. So it's not bad, but not great. Not great, not horrible. They read the small print on the documents and were stunned by the outrageous interest rate. Ritsuko didn't force them to do anything. She just looked out the window and smoked her cigarette. Is Rana gonna be able to sneak off, or is this gonna be an awkward meeting? After a while, the man returned from the bathroom.
Oh.
You know what? His sprite's kind of looking better to me. It was just that derpy face. I kind of liked it. it definitely gives the Yakuza vibe, and he looks more ripped than I imagined him before. Luckily Keiichi got that sneak attack off right, huh? They looked at him, steeled themselves, and took the pen. Bad
て
play.
っちゃんの利子借金で一括返済するって。
Yeah, from another company with bad conditions.
おお、関心なワーコードだね。
These guys might even have a partnership with the other company.
男は背負うもんがなくちゃあかんね。
It's classic line, but yeah. Unlucky guys. Never, I mean, I don't know. I have never done it, but I feel like just getting loans from private companies usually tend to be worse. As an individual, obviously for a business it's different, but I don't know if these guys are businessmen. It doesn't seem that way. They must have planned this from the very beginning. Yep. The man and Ritsuku got what they wanted and grinned at each other. There were many things to fill out on the documents, and it was taking them a long time. The man and Ritsuko, already knowing that, started talking amongst themselves.
リツコ、お
Ah,
前のひなみ沢の旦那の調子はどうなんねん。
this is rare. Okay, this might just confirm that Ritsuko's total stum. But I don't know. She's talking in front of Tefe, so maybe she's not as bad. It's really hard because again, Tefe is like really has a pretty big presence, but I'm more inclined to believe that she's more stummy. There might be a world where she actually likes Rena's dad, but it'll be a hard sell for me for now.
ん？旦那なんてよしてよね。
どうなんよ。だいぶ銭持っとんと聞かされてるん。
Does he?
どのぐらい絞れそうなんよ。
Maybe from the divorce, I guess.
そうそう、それがさ、すっごいのよ。別れた奥さんがだいぶ慰謝料をくれたらしいってのは聞いてたのよ。
Okay, Rina. I think you're trimmed. I don't know.
でもね、それが本当にすっげえあるらしいのよね。
I'm giving her an 80% stum, 20% she actually likes Rena's dad and is just faking it for Tefe. That's very generous, by the way, but I'm feeling generous tonight, so take it.
かなりってどのぐらいね。
銀行に5000万くらい持ってるわよ。
Ooh.
あぶく銭なわけだしね。もう気前がいいのなんのって。
なんねそれ。で、どの辺まで行けそうなんねん。
私にだいぶお熱みたいだからね。だって私が言えば何でも買うのよ。何でも。あんたみたいなドケチとは大違いよね。
Good one.
私も本気になっちゃおうかしら。
行かせボケ。俺以上の男が他にいるか。
That's so creepy. Okay, Tefe. That sounds a beautifully creepy line. Very porny. Okay.
で、そのひなみ沢の旦那にどう持ってくつもり
Don't mess with Hinamizawa. That's why they died, dude. That's that's a good target for the curse. You mess with the resident of the Hinamizawa, you got K'd.
あんたを出しに手切れ金がいるって方向で持ってくつもりなのよ。
なんぼふっかけるつもりね。
Got like 5 mil. Be safe.
そりゃ
5 mil might be overkill. Maybe it's like 2 mil, but like 5 mil. Okay, now I hope Rena doesn't get caught, because this is a bad situation for if she does.
恐ろしい女じゃねえ。エキストラがいるときは呼んでな。俺も大暴れしちゃるんで。
すみません。書きました。
あ、じゃそれ持ってローン行こうか。リツコ、会計頼むね。
The man pat them on the shoulders and walked to the door. Oh no, they're gonna meet, huh? Oh no, this is gonna be cringy, dude. I feel it. Another person was just about to enter and they nearly ran into each other. The man probably wouldn't make way for the person considering his personality. Shoulder check. Oh. But when he noticed who that person was, he stepped aside. It's Oishi. We're doomed. This is it's. Oh, it's Tasai. Yo, that's a surprise. I didn't forget about him, but I didn't expect to see him. Yo, it's Tasai. He looked vulgar. He doesn't look vulgar. He looks very spiffy. Oh no, is Tasai involved? Okay, that raises the chances of Rena not killing them up a bit if the Sonozakis are actually involved. Oh boy, that's back to a 50-50 or a 60-40 for Rena, in my opinion. Soon to be a 70-30 when Rena and Rina meet. But he was wearing a black suit with sunglasses on. I mean, wearing sunglasses in stores is always kind of gives the douche vibes. He wasn't that big, but his stern look was very intimidating. Dude, he looks like a giant. He's my lanky bro. It was clear at a glance that he was a gangster and a professional one at that. The man who was behaving badly earlier looked a little nervous in front of him. As Ritsuku finally finished paying the check, she noticed the man in the suit. Oh, what? What is happening? So they're working. Oh, that actually makes it a hard 50-50. I don't think it's gonna increase from a 50-50. Because if these two mess up somehow, or Rina messes up, then I can definitely see the Sonozakis killing them in the freaking OG Watanashi way. Oh no. It's a 50-50. Actually, it might be a 55. I don't know what I'm saying in the percentages, you know? Gotta be more sophisticated. I think it's actually slightly a better chance for the Sonozakis to kill than Rena despite all the build-up. It's fucking weird. Or is he the... Oh wait, he might be the general manager of the hostess club. Not this loan stuff. Actually, yeah, they're not a business. It's actually the hostess club manager. Dude, does that mean Oishi and Tasai are working together? Oh no. Oh no. This is too much. It's too exciting. I want to sleep later. The man in the suit said nothing. He just raised his chin as if saying, fuck off. Ritsuko and the others bowed to him and left the shop in a hurry. The proprietor noticed the man in the suit, also greeting him with a bow. Who could he have been? He appeared sedate compared to the other men, but he must be dangerous because he made even them step aside. Everybody in the shop thought the same thing and tried not to look at him. The man in the suit looked around and found the menu on the wall. The proprietor walked to him hesitantly.
Master.
はい。何か部長報がございましたでしょうか。
この日替わりデザートのスイートなんとかというのは今日はやっているのか。
He's shopping. Oh my god. I bet he's... I was trying to say Shion, but I bet it's for Akane.
は？いえ、本当は今日はやってないんですが、そのどうしてもとおっしゃるんでしたら特別にご用意を。
無理なら無理と言ってくれればいい。
Dude, he's such a bro, man. He just has that aura, huh? I don't know. I don't. My trust levels definitely went down a bit, but it made sense for him managing something, and it just turns out to be the Blue Mermaid. I'm like 90% sure. 10% he might actually be working as the boss for Teppei and Ritsuko for their scam network or whatever. It's actually Shion. Okay, I thought it was Akane. That was a bait. Wrong call. That means all my percentages are on and you should just discard them all. What's up, Shion? You're down our notice, Rena.
特別にご用意って言ってくれてるじゃないですか。ここまで来てみっともない。
Ah, yes, and it's still third person, so I don't know what the heck's Rena's doing. What is Rena doing? She just like chilling? Not chilling, but is she just like peeking out at people still? The girl seemed to be the only one who couldn't read the heavy atmosphere in the shop. She came in laughing cheerfully. It was Mian Sonozaki's twin sister, Shion. Shion pushed Kasai into the store while he hesitated. She looked at the girl who was sitting down and stopped in her tracks.
あれ？やっぱりそうだ。ハロロー。レナさんじゃないですか。
That was a cute hello. I don't even know how to... It just sounds like she said hello in English and added an extra hello. Hello. I've never heard that in my life. It's cool though.
あ、しーちゃん。
I bet they switched to the third person just so we couldn't see Rena's thoughts and make it a mystery. Maybe if she kills, if she has the motivation to kill or not. I think.
こんなとこで会うなんてびっくりです。あれ？お一人？ひょっとして誰かと待ち合わせ？お姉かな？いやいや、ひょっとしてケイちゃんかな？しーちゃん。
Dude, Rena's voice sounds... Don't even... It's too late to talk about Rena's voice. Something about it trips me out. I'm just so confused.
その連れの人は？
I'll probably figure it out by the time you've watched this video, but still. Slinky, bro, dude.
葛西のこと？
Dude, if anyone can beat Rena in a punching match, I actually think it's Kasai. Just because when they both punch, Kasai's punch would hit first, so he's like the perfect counter puncher to Rena. I think. Rena can blitz him, but I feel like Kasai has the reach, so it might actually be a good game here.
まあ、私のボディーガードとかを持っといてください。命の危険が迫ったら、葛西が守ってくれるんだよね。
それがお望みでしたら命に変えてでも。
うわー、葛西、あと20も若かったらやばいかもだね。
20 years younger. How old is he? He looks... Oh, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. He looks like he's in his like 40s or 50s. Like mid 40s actually. Which made sense to us.
顔は怖いけど面白いやつです。
Slow, spicy, but made sense.
こちらはね、竜宮レナさん。お姉のお友達。
葛西です。よろしく。
葛西さん。
What is this background sound?
さっきすれ違った人たちは知り合いですか？
So Rena didn't see it. Oh no, that's unlucky. Wait, I don't know. I can't tell. Kase nodded, indicating that he was familiar with them.
誰？私は全然あんなの見たことないけど。
男は北条哲平。
Oh no. Oh no. I just realized Shion's here. Don't say his name in front of Shion. That's cursed. This is double cursed. Yo, is this the... Dude, I said Rena team up with Shion last arc. This might actually be the team up this arc. Though Shion's not seen. Though, because Rena kills Shion at the end. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening.
ちょいと礼儀知らずのろくでなしです。
Yep, Shion seemed to know who he was once she heard the name Hojo. Bad vibes.
女の人の方は？
Oh no.
間宮里奈。源氏名だと思いました。
She's Ritsuko.
確か律子って名前だったかと。 フラワーロードの店の一つで働いている従業員です。
Ah, she's double dipping because she's also in the Blue Mermaid.
葛西さん、
Oh, serious face.
リナさんとその北条さんはどういう人たちなんですか？とても仲が良さそうに見えました。
Oh no.
北条は確かリナとは深い仲かと。たちの悪い連中ですので、関わり合いになられない方がいいと思います。
どうたちが悪いんですか？
Rena pressed him for the answers, and Tasa seemed to back down a little from that pressure. For all the Higurashi sounds are well, cicadas are coming.
女の私生活には触れないのが仁義って言うんで
Dude,
す。
the one eyebrow raised, that's a rare Kasai. Though I think Vidata hit it with the Tepe Rena sprite, but that's a rare Kasai.
どうたちが悪いんですか？
それはご勘弁を。
Oh
ど
no.
うたちが悪いんですか？
Don't argue with Rena, she's gonna explode, Tasai. Rena kept asking the same question until she got an answer. Shion sensed how desperate Rena was and cut into the conversation.
葛西、意地悪しないで教えてあげなさいよ。興味本位で聞いてるわけじゃなさそうだしさ。ね、レナさん。
There's tension developing between Rena and Kasai. No, I didn't actually want you guys to fight. Shion seemed to be the only one who couldn't read the mood. Kasai finally opened his mouth.
あの二人はたちの悪いろくでなしどもです。
Freaking Skunks.
恐喝と博打で生計を立ててると聞いています。詐欺行為もやるって話で。
詐欺ってどんな？
あいつらの詐欺ってのは、まあ何？結婚詐欺ってやつですか？
Oh no. Oh. Okay.
要するに男の人に言い寄っていい感じになったところで相棒の男が乱入して俺の女に何しやがるって金を巻き上げる古典的恐喝です。
I'm still being generous. I think that's a 95-5 split that Rena just is doing it for the money and she is the scumbag. I still want to give her the 5% chance she actually likes Rena's dad, but that is actually being generous. I'm in a generous mood. She's dying though. I think she's dead. Oh no.
最近でかい相手を引っ掛けたらしいと噂になっています。
Oh. The wording.
じゃあそりゃあどちら様か存じないけど気の毒なことで。
It's time to bring out the cleaver.
でもまあ鼻の下を伸ばした代償なわけだし。
Oh no, Shion, you're dead. Oh no.
自業自得？
Oh no, this is this is too spicy for me. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not gonna sleep for a bit.
男は時にコロッと女に騙されちまうもんですよ。
Thanks, Kasai. We know that from you.
おー。
Rena freaking zooms out of the store. I think.
何それ？葛西をコロッと騙した女って誰？マスター、デザートは私と葛西と、あとレナさんでって。
She's zooming. Run, Rena, run. Your dad's.
お帰りになりましたよ。
I 100% think that the dad's not gonna side with Rena. I think that she's lying or whatever, and then Rena's gonna be at her wit's end and end up killing Rena or something like that. That's the easy way. It might be something else, but I think that's the easy conclusion. Rena was already gone. The door, which had just closed, looked as if it was the only thing that knew where she went. Okay. Poetic. When I got home, the door was locked. I used my key to get in, and I found a note in the living room. Oh no, they're already baiting him. Something's come up, so I have to go. I'm going to eat out tonight, is what the note said. This wasn't the first time he'd done something like this. Okay, maybe not. It's just a takeout with Rena. Their names are so close. Don't make it. Switching their names around is a little weird. Let's try not to. Each time, he only told me he had to go to Otonomiya for something. But I knew the real reason because I heard him talking on the phone once. Rina-san must have had some free time between jobs and asked him out to have dinner together. I heaved a sigh, looked at the new living room I hated, and went to my room. The lamp. I thought back over what I just heard at the coffee house. I tried to rationalize the meaning of her actions there. Maybe she had to pretend to be the bad person because she was being threatened by the man. I honestly think that's slightly an alright answer. But like, it's just, you're just too much credit to Rina to actually want to do that. I need to actually see her with the dad once to at least get a sense of something. But even after the man she told Tetchan left the table, she continued to threaten the guys and push them into assigning the loan contract immediately. I mean, there is the idea that she could be a horrible person, but she could also actually fall in love with Rena's dad. I don't hate that idea. Also, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I think it might end up being that way. I don't know, maybe because Rena's also there, and she'll feel bad about screwing over Rena. I don't know. It's weird vibes. It's been extremely generous. Huh? Oh, pressing the wrong button. If she was threatened to play along with the man, she wouldn't have done that. If she was pretending to be a bad person, she could have shown a little bit of mercy or sympathy when he left her alone with him. I don't think so. I don't think this is good logic, Rena. If she's been forced into the plan, if she deviates when he's away, it doesn't actually make sense, because him going away was also part of the plan, right? It's like holding water in a bowl you made with your hands. No matter how sturdy you made the bowl, water would leak from your fingers. Huh? I mean, I don't know, just make a good bowl. Wait. Oh, I'm so stupid. I thought I actually interpreted it in a way where you actually made like a clay ball or whatever and you hold the water in your hands. Oh my god. Okay. It's 2 a.m. It's ending soon. Good. Oh man. Obviously, she's just saying you cup your hands with water and it slowly leaks out. I am... Oh boy. Mercy and sympathy leaked out from you. But nothing, not even a drop of water, leaked from Rina-san. Her hands weren't moist and they all dried up. I mean, I'm down for Rena to kill. I just feel like I can just see a world where Rina actually is in love with the husband. It's a weird vibe. I don't know why. It's weird. Also, I'm changing my bet to like a nice 70-30 Rena kills him. Now that I just misunderstood their relationship between Kasai. Though, now that Shion knows that she's also like with Teppei, then I could also see Shion doing it. I can see Shion doing it, get Teppei back in Hinamiza and extracting revenge on him. Oh my god, that's actually fucking genius. That's not a horrible idea. Move the freaking corpse. Shion showed in Higurashi at the beginning for like one scene and never showed again. She has like zero. She's like freaking Takano and Oishi. They're just like phantoms in Higurashi. It's so weird. It's such a weird arc where you can't confirm anybody. Anyways, let's continue. Her hands weren't even moist. They were all dried up. There was no water that could leak from those hands. Rina-san was threatening those guys as much as the man was. Neither was leading the other along. They were doing it together. That was it. Rina is a bad person. My brain cells accepted the idea with applause. After all, I hated Rina-san. I just couldn't accept the feeling because my father liked her. But at that moment, I could finally accept it. She's a bad person, just like my mother. Probably less bad, but like on a personal relationship, it's probably just as bad. In the bigger picture, I mean, I think the mother is really, in my own code of morals, I really don't like her. But yeah, from my outsider perspective, obviously, Rina's a bit worse. But I really don't like the mother. She's an existence that will ruin everything and destroy my father's happiness just by being with him. But I wonder if my father would understand that Rina-san is a bad person if I told him so. I don't think so. I think if we're min-maxing Rina, getting rid of Rina-san without the father knowing she died, just making her like leave or whatever, like write a fate note, I don't know, whatever, is 100% better. Well, a lot better than if Rina ends up scamming him. Oh no, I can see some really bad scenarios how it will go down. Oh no, what if Rena doesn't do it? And I don't want to think of the worst, but since this is related to Anatakishi, what if that's why Rena's super depressed too? Oh no, I don't know. My father likes her so much that he would jump over a cliff if she asked him to. Honestly, save this for the intro of the next video. We're having a long intro. Because I also had said I would talk about, or re-talk about the layered reality thing too, but I was just too lazy tonight. He thinks everything she does or says is great, and he interprets everything about her in a positive way. He protects her and praises her without her asking him to. I will say that maybe, I'm not blaming the father at all, but maybe he's a little too trusting, or he doesn't have an eye for good people, which sounds stupid. So maybe he's just a bit too trusting, because he's in a relationship with two bad people in a row. I'm not even gonna quote. I think they're also bad. But yeah, I'm not a kid anymore. I understand how a woman can tame a man. Okay, it's different from love. Love is about trying to build a relationship. Oh man, Rena, you're what, 16, 15? Taming is just a way of satisfying the lust to dominate. She's just trying to make him into her slave. Women can deceive men, even my father. They can use dirty methods to ensnare men like they're following a manual. It's the weak point all men are born with. Even with a strong will, they can't resist it. It's a rough life. No, I'm joking, but obviously this is the 16-year-old perception, but it's not fully wrong. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on it. Me personally, I don't know, because it's never happened to me. No one tried to use me, but I don't know how good my willpower is. I guess it depends on the person. That's why we hate those women who exploit that weak point to deceive men. I would like to think, though, if someone was trying to deceive me, I would probably be able to see through it. But who knows, dude? I don't know. That's why I couldn't bring myself to Rina-san. For the sake of argument, let's assume I acknowledge an unreciprocated love like that. But that would only be as long as it was love. If it wasn't love, it was just a method to threaten and squeeze money out of him. I would never forgive her. Protect Dad. I remember their conversation at the coffee house. Oh man, I actually know a good example of this, but I won't say it. It's actually very rude to the person, even though you don't know him. It's just the implications. So no, never mind. Rina-san said that my father's a bit spender. In fact, I think he spends more money without hesitation than before he met Rina-san. I was happy that he started to regain an interest in going out in the world again, but now I don't know whether I should be happy or not. He controls the money of the Ryu family overall, but since I do the grocery shopping, he often gives me his bank book so I can withdraw money. Because of that, I know where he keeps his bank book, his personal seal, and other important stuff. Protecting it. They're usually in one of his drawers, where he usually locks. I know where he hides the key, and I know the combination of the cash box inside the drawers. He might be coming back soon, so I felt a little nervous, but I had to make sure. I opened the cash box, which had some banknotes, personal seal stamps, and unused postcards. So he had about 50 million, but he has been spending before this, before meeting Rina, so you gotta take that in account. And he's working, I assume he's not just living off that. I mean, you can, but not for life. Well, maybe if you didn't have Rena, but actually I don't know. 50 million might be a lot. No, wait. Yeah, it's like 600k. Back in the old days, so inflated. Okay. I removed everything from the cash box to get at the bank books, then I found something new. On the bottom of the box, there's a bundle of new 10,000 yen bills. Its thickness wasn't something I could ignore. There's also a paper wrapper that looked like it had been bundling the bills. The wrapper had a stamp that said it was a bundle of 1,000,000 yen. Dude, imagine. I'm not taking a shot at the father at all, but imagine you're like dating a hostess and she's basically asking you to buy expensive stuff off duty, dude. That's just like a normal hostess date, except you're like outside, not in the club, but you're still like buying her stuff too. It's just weird. He usually kept some cash at home because it was troublesome to go to the bank every time he needed money. But it was usually around 100 to 200 yen at most, which is 1,000 to 2,000 in Canadian, or 2,000 to 3,000. Or like, okay, whatever. You get the point. He never kept such a big amount of money at home before because he knows it's unsafe. The extraordinary amount of 10,000 yen bills was abnormally intimidating. I tried to open a bank book, but my fingers got numb all of a sudden. A part of me was trying to not deny the things I heard at the coffee house. It wasn't because I wanted to defend my father or even Rina-san. It was because I didn't want to believe my father was the husband and he saw the blackmailers were talking about. Yeah, it obviously is. I opened the bank book. The last time I saw it was about 2 or 3 months ago. It shows countless withdrawals since that day. I probably wouldn't normally understand what those numbers meant, but I felt in that moment as if the 10 digits were speaking to me. They were a series of cruel digits. It starts with some understandable expenses that I assume represent dinners or something. But then the amount of money starts to become nice round numbers like 5 or a 10. I can tell by looking at the dates he withdrew the money that he wanted to have a certain amount of cash on hand when he went out with Rina-san. Among those expenses, a big number appeared all of a sudden. It was too much money to spend on a date. Hundreds of thousands of yen. I looked at the day of the withdrawal and I traced it back in my memory. I remembered. Around that time, Rina-san was talking about moving into a new apartment. Oh man, buying the apartment for Teppei and Rina. Unlucky. Now you should actually hear Mr. There's a train at 2 a.m., 2:20 a.m. That's rare. Actually have the window open. Oh shit, I shouldn't. Okay, that's actually lucky. The last couple nights there's been like crickets really loud and I usually like listening to them to fall asleep, but there's none today. Maybe because it was raining, I'm not sure. I know the market rate of rental apartments in Otonomiya. You do? Actually, I guess she was looking for an apartment to move out. You need to put down 2 safety deposits, 2 payments of key money in order to rent an apartment. The amount of the withdrawal sounded reasonable now. He paid the whole down payment for her new apartment. And again, Rena's dad does feel gullible. He even kind of sounded pretty gullible, but yeah, I mean, he's obviously been sucked dry for money, so definitely put the blame more on the person committing the act than Rena's dad. After that, bid numbers appeared one after another. I could tell they were congratulatory gifts for her new apartment or something. The numbers got bigger and bigger. It looked like at first he was withdrawing only the amount of money needed, but then he started withdrawing big amounts all at once because he knew he was going to use it someday anyway. The change meant only one thing. He lost a sense of the value of money. The balance kept going down, and I started feeling anxious about what's going to happen if he continued spending money like that. But then I saw a deposit of a big amount of money into the account. Where did that money come from? No, why would he take a loan, dude? There's only one thing I could think of. I opened the other bank book. It was easy, like a puzzle for kids. It was like playing with the easy jigsaw puzzles that comes with huge pieces that you don't even have to put together to see what the whole picture looks like. Baby puzzles. My father was using money from his time deposits. In other words, the settlement my mother paid my father when she divorced him. Okay, I was confused. So he's just been paying from his job, but now he's using the... Okay. To him, it's cursed money. I understand if he wanted to use it to get a new love. But that was just an excuse to use money from his time deposits. Money is money. Even though it's his divorce alimony, it's still important money for our future. Even though it's cursed money to him, that doesn't mean he can waste it. Big expenses started appearing one after another. There are many expensive, upwards to 6 digits. For some reason I could immediately tell they were for buying electric appliances and furniture. He must have been buying everything she asked him to. If, from the beginning, Rina-san was only seen to check if he would end up being a big catch, she must have been trying to find out how much money she could squeeze out of him. And my father bought her anything she wanted, no matter how expensive it was, so she probably thinks of him as a perfect catch now. The numbers in the bank book told me so. The simple numbers and dates of the bank books had started talking to me. Around the time he started withdrawing big amounts of money, Rina-san started coming to the house more often, and she also started spending the night. To Rina-san, my father was, at first, just a guy who spends big money, but around that time she landed her big catch. My father used to refer to her as my friend in Okonomiya. Yep, I know that thought. Oh, it's just my friend from blank. Yep, relatable, as per usual. Not the situation, but terminology. But he started to refer as Rina-san around that time. This is practically partially his fault. It is. But he was betrayed by his beloved wife, and he was feeling hurt and down for a long time. It definitely is. He's being a bit gullible, but it's like, I give it like a nice 80% her fault, 20% his, honestly. He's already down in the dumps. It's also partially my fault. I don't agree. That's why I didn't want to blame him. If she's talking about all the way back then I don't know. And he's not that good looking either. Yikes. There's no way he's immune to women. He must have not been able to resist an attractive lady who aggressively approached him when he was feeling down. Oh man, no, it's not a time for a story. I'll tell it one day. Oh god. No. Not today. He's crazy about Rino-san, and he can see nothing other than her. I can't blame him, because Rina-san trained him to be that way. I put the bank book and the other things back into the cash box. This cash box is just like my father's heart. Rina-san is eating up the contents. What should I do? Think Rena Ryudu. Should I tell him about Rina-san's scheme? It's so hard. I feel like it's not the play, but at the same time, it's like, it's not a horrible idea. Before he gets, I mean, he's already in really deep, but before she asks for that big amount, I don't know. How would you do it, Rena? No, that probably wouldn't do anything. That's what I'm leaning towards, but I don't know. Yo, actually, I don't know. What if, like, the mastermind? Yo, this is a perfect bait for the mastermind, though, right? Like, the mastermind manipulated Satoshi into killing the aunt because he was desperate. The mastermind manipulated Shion because she was desperate for Satoshi, and it seems like Rena might get desperate. So, like, what if Oishi, Takano, or Irie tries to do it? But the good thing is, Rena is, like, extremely sharp, and she might be able to turn it around and fight back. I don't know, dude. The whole point of taming an animal is that it won't run away from its owner even when the door is wide open. My father probably won't leave his cage even if I open the door. Should I confront Rina-san about her plot when he's with her? That's hard. I would confront her without Tepe around, obviously. The result would be the same. Rina-san would run behind his back. He'd probably try to protect her. If she pressed her breasts against his back, he'd protect her no matter what. It's also interesting. I don't know. Would the dad really trust Rina over Rena? It kind of seems so. If Rina's like, oh, she's just being paranoid, I don't know what's happening, she's just insecure because of her mother. So probably. But I don't know. I guess it's a smart play. It does feel kind of depressing, Rena being like 100% sure though that the dad would take Rina's side. I try to make this a problem between me and him. First of all, I was trying to get rid of Rina-san for his sake. If we got mad at each other, it would give the advantage to Rina-san. It would be like I was putting myself into a trap. Then that meant I tried to make him do anything. If I tried to make him break up with Rina-san, I'd have to talk to Rina-san directly. Yo, bring Kasai, the ultimate punching duo. I don't know. So instead of making my father fight, I'd have to fight in his place. But how? That guy Kasai, who was with Shi-chan today, seemed to know that man Rina-san was with. I wonder if I can somehow meet him again. That dude, I'm saying the Rena Shion pair up. Maybe that's actually the thing, and I was just an art short. Okay, it happens. He looked scary, but I was introduced to him as a friend of Mi-chan. Mi-chan has a lot of power around here. There's no way he would treat me badly. I wonder if you can just ask like Mion. Like I feel like I've said that like really early in Higurashi, but like, why not just ask Mion for help? I mean, it might work better with Rena than it would with Teichi, but still. I mean, I feel like it would work really well with Teichi, but back then I didn't know. But it's like, I don't know. I wondered if you could tell Rina-san, and the man to back off from my father. That helped me a lot. But I didn't know how I could meet him again. I did ask Mi-chan for help, but I don't want her to know about my situation. This is a problem of the Ryudu family. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess it's definitely her right. I would take it if I was in her shoes, though. Just because I feel like I understand Ren a bit more. I would ask my friends for help. Since we've been relying on our friends for happiness, we might as well rely on our our source of happiness to help us fight back. I guess the question is, it might ruin the happiness, but, you know, squat up. Sometimes we need to squat up. Satoto plans the trap. Rita goes for the kill. It's over. No, Rena confronts him in the trap, and then Rita sneaks his hats. It's actually over after that. Yes, this battle that I'd have to fight alone. I regretted my parents' divorce. I wept about the tragedy I could have prevented if I had tried. I wasn't going to weep this time. I wasn't going to let the chance slip away. This time, I would fight for my happiness. Hell yeah. Let's go! Chapter break. Chapter end, I mean. It's over. It's a black screen. There we go. That's a good chapter. This is a good arc. It's very different. Property estimate. It's very different. I appreciate that. We're getting different styles. You know, we're in the answer arcs. You might as well give, like, severely different styles than the past ones. Alright, let's check out this tip. Tips have been short and sweet in this one, so... This is... Dear Ritsuku Mamiya-sama. Executive Housing Corporation. Attached estimate. We thank you for your past visits and inquiries to our office. You've included the estimate for the property you inquired about. Basic information. Property name, place of facilities, room 707. I'm pretty sure this is like the apartment where Teppei and Rina lived. Back into Higurashi. I know they gave a name. I'm not gonna remember the name. Even though I remember some other stuff randomly. My memory is not hitting it. Property code, whatever. Modern condominium. I'm living in a condo right now. If you didn't know, top floor. Penthouse, but it's only 12 floors, so it's not huge. You might have seen, I guess, a bit of my view. It's kind of weird. It's called Lake View, but I'm on the other side, so all I see is the train tracks in a forest. You might have seen it in Mayatashi, since there are random times I took a picture of a cicada on my window, so sneak peek if you're interested. I don't remember the episode, so you'd have to search around, but yeah. Layout, 2 living rooms. Do you see that? No, you don't. Beautiful. Dude, I know what this is because I watched a movie called this a long time ago. I have it on DVD. It's like a horror comedy Japanese movie, but I don't remember. It's like 2 living rooms, kitchen, dining room. I don't know. It's a good movie, by the way. It's like, if I'm remembering right, it's like 2 actresses fighting for, they're both like possible candidates for the part, and they start like maliciously like messing with each other, and it just keeps escalating. Pretty good movie. Shishiboni City Toiwa Chotu Chom. I never know how to say it. Oh man. Train stations. It's a 50. What? Oh no. Is this gonna be the bid sink? Is she really gonna take 49 million from him? Or is this what he's just actually spent? No, dude, that's so much money. Oh no. I know you're desperate, but this sucks. Nice. What, you need to buy a membership card? For what kind of condominium has a gym that you can't just use as a resident? Feels weird. Dogura Station. Of course, it's a luxury condominium. Mine's just a chill one. I love the location. It's so peaceful next to a park and next to the lake, but this is like the bougie stuff. This area around Dodoros, I'm pretty sure I skipped something, but it doesn't matter, right? is a prime real estate zone for luxury condominiums, along with future planned developments. The real estate values in and around the station are expected to rise. And this property is not an exception. As a result, many prospective buyers are interested in this property. Hence, we'd like you to understand the selection process for this property will be done via lottery. Really? Also, we are offering celebrity member preferential treatment, granting highly improved chances through additional lottery entries. This seems so scummy from the company. It made sense though. Whoever wins this can just like sell it when the place gets developed, but it's also kind of a gamble. I don't know. Please feel free to inquire with our other agents for more details. Executive Housing Corporation. Celebrity Kawabata. Wasn't that like the police officer? I don't remember. Bruh. I was done a meme about the name before it popped up, but that's okay. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. That was a very fun chapter. We already got the scoop on Rena pretty early. I thought it was going to be at least one more chapter, but I guess we're getting close to the festival. She's probably dead. If you look at the scheme of things, what if like Tomotaki Takano dies and then... No, but this happened pre-festival. I don't know. It's cool though. I fully support you killing Rena. I support you killing Rena. I support of you killing Rena. Like with a comma, or I don't know. I don't want Rena to die, but yeah, it seems a bit more. I mean, killing can never be justified, guys. Okay, but it seems a bit better than Shion's craziness. This Rena seems extremely calm about this, which isn't very Rena like we know, but obviously that's just leaking emotions. I think that's pretty clear from now on. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Slightly longer episode. I did ramble a lot because we got some pretty spicy information, but next time we'll see Rena's plan. It'll be interesting because, you know, we've seen Keiichi plan a murder. I don't know if Rena's actually gonna plan a murder, so maybe I'm jumping the gun. But we'll probably see some confrontation and stuff. But we've seen how Keiichi kills. We've seen how Shion kills. It'll be good to see how Rena kills, just for future reference. But, yeah. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. It was a great time. Hopefully you have a great day, as always. And I will see you next time. I think this is the double episode for Friday. It might be Wednesday's episode. I'm tripping. No. This is Friday's episode for sure. So yeah, luckily you might get to watch the next episode real soon. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you later and have a great whatever. Bye.